Can everybody remember where we were and what we were doing?
Just made it across the bridge, I
Yes.
think was pretty much going to happen.
Just
we
made
played
it
hopscotch and nearly died.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Do have one question which I should have asked before.
Yep.
Hailman currently has -3 to everything, but we have had 2 level ups. So would that change it to a -1 still, or do you want me to carry on being exhausted? I'm happy with whatever you decide.
Let's go with you can be at... Yeah, screw it. Just be at level 1 exhaustion, because you have had 2 level ups, so we'll count that as like 2 long rests. So you've got rid of a couple of points of your exhaustion from dying.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
We'll put you at a 1 exhaustion instead of a 3. That seems fair.
That's lovely, and now I'm scared.
It's not like you might need it or anything.
I feel a disturbance in the D&D force.
Oh well, let's just say
out of balance.
Yeah, I'm fine. The rest of you are fucked. I'm joking. We're all screwed. Let's do the roll, the D20 roll that I've not done yet. Yay! Yep, I like it down there.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Cool.
Okay, right. So we ended the last session. You all just crossed the bridge and you're staring down. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but for the purposes of being thorough and quick and not having you stare at it and see if you can figure out what it is, it's a fire elemental myrmidon. Roll initiative.
For fuck's sake.
What does this thing look like? What?
I've got a 5.2 and I rolled on that one.
Basically looks like... I'll show you what it looks like, and then you can see. But it basically looks like a floating pillar of fire, like a fire elemental, except it's encased in like armor and has swords.
So I take it doesn't try and talk; it is attack first.
Well, it speaks Ignan and one language of my choice, so let's go with Common. Because you all speak that. Let me roll initiative.
I also speak Infernal and the Draconic.
Not Infernal, Ignan.
I know.
Well, it got a 9, so Hailman is going to be up first.
Oh.
Okay. So Hailman is still flying, I imagine. We were flying at the end of the last session, so can I fly up? If it's up to it, and just be like hovering just above it, and just be like, "We're looking for our friend. Can you let us pass?"
And why would I do that?
So we can find our friend. It'd be very kind of you. I would really appreciate it.
In hell.
Well, these are my friends here. I'm surrounded by my friends. You could be my friend if you wish.
Hi.
Why would I want to be your friend?
Because we're going for some massive, good teppanyaki, and we need a chef. And with those swords, mate, you look fantastic. You look perfect to be a teppanyaki chef.
Hailman's face thinks a little bit as Belfast talked about getting someone else to be a chef.
So, for... yeah. Roll for emotional damage, Hailman.
Sorry,
So, for the purposes of this, I assume you're trying to talk your way past the thing, and you want to try and get through it without having to fight him.
Pretty much.
All three of you, are you trying to do it in a persuasive way, or a deceptive way, or an intimidatory way?
Hailman's being, genuine. He's just asking if he can get through, so it'd be persuasion.
Okay. Would Baltair be trying to convince the thing to let him pass in a persuadey way, or in a deception way, or...
The way I put it across was very persuading. I don't think I'd be able to intimidate him, even though, I am better at intimidating, but I will go for persuasion.
Okay, roll it. And then, if Riv wants to throw in a persuasion roll in there anyway.
Both ends of the spectrum.
I have disadvantage on all my ability checks, just to let you know, with the exhaustion, so...
So a 4, a 1, and a 15, so that's a group total of 20.
Right.
It's not great.
No, it's awful. Out of a possible 60. Hi guys.
Well, it rolled 39 to protect itself against your persuasion attempts.
There wasn't much in it, really.
It's gonna go, no. and draw its swords ready.
Oh, fine. If we have to do this, you're going down.
So, Hailman, take it away.
So Hailman will fly 10 feet, 50 feet in the air and 5 feet back, so he's out of melee range.
Yep.
And seeing that we are fighting, then Hailman is just going to start off with a...
Another one bites the dust.
I think he's just going to cast Mind Sliver to begin with, just...
Okay, DC 16 intelligence save. So that's a 15 with the -1 that it has to intelligence. So, yep, minus level hits. That's 9 points of psychic damage.
It also...
Is it disadvantage when it makes a save before its next turn?
It's
something like that?
minus 1d4 from a saving throw before.
That's it. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. There we go. Riv, you were next in the initiative.
Well, first of all, Riv's never seen Hailman fly before, so she's kind of, that's different. Can we talk about that later? But after falling in the lava, Ali, you weren't here for this one, didn't get much damage, but her leather armour was damaged, so that's been dropped. So, as now will be immediate, I'm going to cast Mage Armour on myself.
Okie dokie.
And just take a... Well, I'm not quite in front of it yet, so yeah, I'm just going to cast Mage Armour and stand still.
Cool. It's its turn. So it will charge.
Can I just ask, with Mage Armour, do I just cast it and then it does stuff? Or do I have
I
to
believe
remember?
I
you
believe
cast it
so.
on
Yeah, you cast it on yourself. It's active for however long it's active for.
8 hours.
Plus 5 AC.
No, I mean in roll 20.
Oh,
No,
no, just remember. I mean, you can post it in if you want as a reminder that you've used it. But yeah,
I didn't know if it did anything.
I don't
No,
think it will
I just-
actively change it.
I just changed my AC on the token, so... 13 plus your Dex modifier.
Cool.
So if it's 13 plus your Dex and your Dex is 5, so you'll be on 18 AC now. Then is that how it would work?
Yep.
I'm guessing my AC went up with the leather with the level up. Because I thought it went.
Oh,
up
your
to
Dex,
14.
Your dex went up.
your Dex went up, so that'll add another one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. So that's that. Yeah, it's its go. So it'll obviously just charge straight to the first one that it can reach, which is Baltair.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to open up straight away with its fiery strikes. So it makes 3 scimitar attacks, and each one deals an additional 1d10 fire damage.
Fuck me. Love it.
1, 2, 3. I'm guessing a 21, 24, and 20 will all hit.
Just. Oh no, literally it's a just. By 2. 6 and 3.
So that's 5, 10, and 6. So that's 21 plus 3d10 fire damage. So 21 points of slashing damage and 13 points of fire damage for a total of 34.
Yeah. There goes my level up.
Anything you can do as a reaction with your new level up?
No, not.
Is Quen not reactive if you use it when you get hit?
I don't think it is.
Or is
but
it
I'll
when
have to have a
you
look.
hit you can...
It's when I hit, or I can use it as a bonus action.
Yeah, I was trying to vaguely remember it off the top of my
Yeah.
head. I was half right, that's fine. Baltair's go.
So I'm just adjusting my HP down. Oh my god, fuck me, that's like... Ugh.
Half. Nearly.
Oh my god, I'll just do that. Fucking hell. Yeah. Sorry, maths.
Were you going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down?
No, I used the calculator that was on my PC, and then I was putting that into my token ROM.
Type minus 34.
Yes, yes. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Okay, go.
Hey, Baltier is just going to hit it with his longsword twice, because extra attack and all that.
Yeah, vaguely sure they both hit. Yes, they both hit.
That's 19 points of damage.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my empowered Quen.
Yep.
And it also gives me that. So, right, we'll do the. Oh, fucking hell. That's Axie, not Axie. That.
Yep, so if you hit cast Quen, protective ward, resistance to any form of damage.
Until I'm hit twice.
Until you hit, 2 hits for level 7. Absolutely fine.
And then.
As it's empowered.
I lose 3 points.
You gain 5 plus your vigor point maximum in temporary hit points.
So that's 18.
Cool. And then I take half the damage back when I hit you.
Yes.
No problemo. Hailmin is up next.
So, first thing Hailmin going to do is he's going to stare at this fire element type thing and focus his mind, and with the power of his mind he's going to try and push the creature 5 feet to the side to try and push it off the bridge as it steps forward.
Okie dokie.
So that is using his telekinesis for the first time. So it is DC 16 strength check. So
DC
probably going to pass it, but he's going to try.
DC 16 strength save.
Yes.
That's an 18, so yes, it does pass.
Damn. And then I'm torn between 2 moves. I am going to then I think it's I'll use that now. I'm going to cast Polymorph
Okay.
on the fire element to change it into a frog.
Okay. Is there a save against polymorph, or does it just happen? Let's see.
It says it's a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
DC
14,
14,
DC 14, which makes no sense because my spell's DC is 16, but.
Well, your spell save DC is determined by whichever saving throw it's asking for. So I'm guessing your wisdom bonus is +2.
+1.
+1.
But it's +4. My proficiency, if it's adding proficiency, so
that can only be 8 + 4 + 1 to work out a spell save. So you're getting an extra point out of that. Must be from a magical item or something, because it should only be
possibly.
Either way, let's roll this wisdom and see what happens.
Yes, he's going to try and turn it into a frog.
That's a 17. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just trying something. But yeah, that will be Hailmin's action and bonus action.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, he's just going to stand there and just be like, I'll fly there, and I think I'll only have a couple of turns left on fly, so I'll think about landing soon. But yeah, that'll be it for Hailman. He's tried his best there.
No worries. Riv is up next.
What's the lighting situation?
Everything is glowy and red and full of lava and fire, so you can see perfectly fine.
From a D&D point of view, is it just classed as like normal light?
I would say you'd be in normal light. Yeah, the amount of fire and lava and stuff that's everywhere, then yeah, it's
And
everyone can see fine.
okay, so this thing, is it actually standing on the bridge now? Is it obstructing the bridge, or is it in this platformy bit?
It's in front of the bridge, sort of on the steps just below the mouth.
Okay.
I'll just sort of angle it slightly just to give a better read of where it is. It's sort of there.
Okay. I am going to attempt to approach it stealthily, and I'd like to use my portable shadow, please.
Okay.
But I want to throw it at him as an action.
So chucking it in his eyes.
Yep. So let me just. That's the.
Can I make a?
That was the blurb you gave me.
Okay.
So, if thrown at an enemy, bright light is reduced to dim light, imposing disadvantage. It doesn't say how long for, though. I don't think we ever worked that out.
We'll say a minute. That's about the average for things like that. It'd be for 10 rounds of combat. It'll be a disadvantage to hit.
I will add that into my notes.
I mean, it does have 60 foot of dark vision, so it can see in the dark. But I'm ruling it more as it's literally got dust in its eyes, which is why it can't see. But yeah, no, that's fine. Anything else for it?
Yeah, and so that was my action, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step and just appear behind it.
Okay, so Misty Step to behind it.
Now, I don't know how big proportionally that area is, but just try and kind of stay out of range. So whatever movement I have, I want to move out.
You can Misty Step through into the next room.
Do I want to?
Otherwise, you would be stood immediately behind it.
Okay,
you're on the mouth of the entryway to the next room.
Okay, so do I want to
snap his neck
into a? Huh?
Snap his neck.
I've used my action.
I know.
And I've used my bonus action.
True.
So.
Oh, by the way, Graham, would you say this guy, because he's like, we're on the bridge and is he lowered down slightly?
No, you're sort of equal footing with him. Riv is now slightly higher than he is because she's on the steps, like the platform behind him. But he's sort of basically just stood directly in front of you.
I thought I was about to ask, do we get advantage because we have the high ground, you know?
No, because all of 4 inches doesn't make a difference.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was going to say other people disagree. Like the 4 inches can be a lot.
It's all about those 4 inches. IRL's going to be chaos.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So, as a free action, I'm just going to say, I need to get out of his way. Follow me, and I'm going to go into the next room.
Okay. Riv has gone through to the next room. I'll leave you on this map for now. I'll just move you all together.
Yeah.
And that's me done.
Cool. But Riv can now see what cat nose is on the other side of this door.
Yeah, not yet. I'm still in denial.
Pet fiend.
Oh no, that's not what's through this next door. That's what's through the one after that.
No.
I mean, I'll pop you on the map, Cat, and
no, it's fine. I'll defeat this fire elemental first. It's fine.
Cool. Well, it's its go, so it's going to try and stab you 3 more times. It can't reach Hailman because he's flying and it has no ranged attacks.
No. Yeah, no. I am the unofficial tank heads. Oh, yes.
Miss, and miss. And it's disadvantaged as well, so let's see if it gets any nat 1s in there. No. But we'll take the 3 misses. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. 3 misses there. So Baltair up now.
Does 2 13s hit?
They do not.
Right, I'm going to use... what did I use? Too many choices now. I'll just use that 2-handed, so I can't do that. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm going to empower my. Do you know? I'm just going to do Igni Basic to it. So which is.
So you're going to cast Igni on a fire elemental myrmidon.
Yes, I am.
So you're going to try and do fire damage to something made of fire.
I don't know. It doesn't work yet.
I mean, you're a witcher. You would know that throwing fire at something made of fire is not going to do a single thing. Okay, feel free to waste your vigor point and cast that sign. If it takes a vigor point.
It doesn't cost me anything to use
Just
that
if you
sign, hence why
empower
I
it.
used it.
Okay, well, it does nothing. So
It looks
gonna roll.
very impressive.
you now know that this thing made of fire is immune to fire.
That's what I would have rolled damage wise.
Well, it takes none of that, and
I know.
you now know beyond all shadow of a doubt that this thing made of fire can't be hurt by fire.
That is fine. That is
If
it, my
anything,
turn.
you've made it stronger. It's healed 3 points of damage from fire.
I guess.
It doesn't really.
No, no,
I
it's all good.
would not be against that if that's how you ruled it.
Yeah.
It would make perfect sense. But
Oh,
no.
completely.
Final Fantasy rules: if you cast something and it's got absorb.
Oh, amazing.
Oh yes.
Right, Helmin, you're up.
So free action first. I'm just going to shout to Baltair. Are we following Riv, or are you wanting to stay and fight?
I mean, we can follow Rev.
So
Helmin
I will
says,
fly
okay,
down.
flies over it and into the next room.
Helmin will fly down to Baltair and kind of put a hand on his shoulder and casts a spell. So he kind of makes arcane movements with his hand and opens a door that will open behind Baltair. This door looks very similar to the door to the inn that we had.
That Baltair's never stepped through.
As we both step through, because I can take somebody with me, I will cast Dimension Door and take Baltair with me and follow to where Riv has gone, if you can.
Okay. Do me a favour and roll me a d4, please.
Oh no.
A 4.
I will say that is fine then. If you'd have rolled a 1 or a 2, you'd have been appearing on Riv, and you'd have all been taking 4d6 force damage.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is literally in the description of the spell. It would have been
Yep.
very fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have teleported through, and you all appear more or less side by side in this room here. Now, upon entering this room, you see various monsters and enemies in front of you, and you also see a fire giant that looks a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. It's sort of clutching at his chest and sort of, it's like it's struggling with something, like a really bad case of heartburn. When all of a sudden its chest just ruptures and it explodes in a fiery cloud of like just claret, and a very familiar ginger barbarian
Yes!
appears from inside its chest cavity.
Yes!
As Henrik appears seemingly out of nowhere, bursting free from a fire giant's chest cavity.
Brother!
Guys,
Hi.
I run up to all of them and then just start hugging them all.
No, you don't, because you're over
I
on
mean,
the other side.
you're at the top of the room, they're at the bottom of the room.
It's a
Cal.
cantrip. As a quick free action, Riv wants to use message to far too loud. Just goes, hooray! And does the mental equivalent of like blowing out your microphone. Hooray!
I imagine Hailman would be tears, and he will try and shout Henrik, but he'll just be like, and he's kind of shocked that he's there.
And by way of an explanation to the to the other three of you in the room that don't know, Elminster's teleportation spell was a bit off, and Henrik appeared inside of a fire giant.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, as Henrik appears, Baltiel shot brother and bang his sword on his armor. On his armor, like a big oof.
Henrik gets that beat his chest and he goes, brother!
And
I am Spartacus.
now what we're going to do is we're all going to re-roll initiative and see if we can get you guys some slightly better initiative rolls.
Yeah, because that was shocking.
We've rolled bad so far.
Yes!
That's better. See, you're like our good luck charm.
How are we all?
Not too bad yourself.
I'm good, yeah, I'm good.
Not good to hear, mate.
My face hurts.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie, Graham, you have a flair for the dramatic and I fucking love it.
I am here for it. Oh, I'm over the moon.
This has been
I made a conscious decision not to tell anybody else that you're coming back today. So
it's wonderful to see you.
Likewise, it's great to see you all again.
I need paper to note down this.
It was
first, Hale second.
I think I messaged Graham at the start of the week saying I wanted to come back before I went away. So
yeah, he's come back for one session and then he's going away again.
Tease.
I should be all going well. Should be back next Thursday as well. All going well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's goblins. I think it's me next, isn't it? Cool. That would be useful.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's going to be handy.
Right. Let's roll up some initiatives for the enemies.
Bone devil,
2 seconds,
devil.
lads. I just need to jump off for a second. Angela's phoning me.
That's fine. I'm just sorting this anyway.
Oh, I don't like that one.
So many things.
Just out of interest, is Payden with Ailminster?
We'll say yes because I forgot to account for him.
No, that's good.
Unless he appears in the middle of another bad guy.
Yeah, he just bursts free from the middle of a pit fiend and you don't even have to fight it. Right, okay, so we've got about 22. Helmin 21.
Oh, I've gone all emotional now. Who needs to worry about an energy crisis? Who needs heating when you've just got excitement?
All we needed was a tank, and suddenly we have the best tank we could hope for.
Well, don't say that with Ali not here. He would be upset.
He's not a tank. I mean, he's
tank.
He tried to tank. Hey, tank.
Hey.
Hi.
I rolled very well.
No, we don't like that. Stop that. We don't like it. Stop it. He goes last.
Henrik 18, Riv 15, and then that's the chamber on 6. Okay, I've got my initiative order ready to go. Is everybody ready?
Oh, emotional.
No, I mean yes.
Yeah, well, I mean we're all here for it, so we may as well.
So up first then is the Bone Devil.
I mean, he sounds friendly.
Oh yeah, definitely. He loves to bone.
I was going to say, what kind of bone devil is he?
This is D&D. There's only one type of bone in D&D.
Now, having seen a big scary barbarian emerge from the fire giant that they had backing them up, it's going to come straight over here.
Bring it in, motherfucker.
Damn it!
Welcome back, Callum. Prepare to get attacked.
Would one imagine he would already be raging as he screamed as he broke through the fire giant's chest?
Yeah, screw it. Why not?
Yeah. Thank you, Scott.
Callum, can you say those words, please? Or can you say it?
Say it.
Go on, say it. Say it. Do your thing.
I would like to race.
Yay! Oh, it's been a while.
And it's going to open up with its multi-attack, 2 claws and a sting. So
2 claws and a what?
Remind myself.
Sting.
A stick.
sting.
Sting. I thought you said a stick. I was like, claw,
Like-
bonk.
Like lead singer of the police. Sting.
Ah,
Yes.
Kill the police. Yeah.
The
So we've
first
got
2
a-
hit, and
Yep.
then the last one it matches my AC.
The gang's all
Okay,
here.
Fuck
So,
me, a full party.
so 3
Oh.
hits, because I don't have a matching rule at the moment. So we've got 5 points of slashing,
Yeah, so I can't get it just right now.
3 points
Get
of
it when I get out.
slashing,
You three behave yourself or there will be nothing there.
8 points of piercing, and 17 points of poison.
Can you just wait?
Okay, so 5, and then was it 3?
3, and then 8,
Sorry.
and then 17.
Cool.
And then if you could do me a DC 14 con save, please.
I shall once I remember how to do 17 away from 80 what? 89 someday?
72.
Thank you. That's it. And a con save was it?
A con save DC 14.
Cool. Give it a bash. Shut up.
Yep, that's fine. So
Oh.
you're not poisoned. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. That's his turn. So
Oh, thank-
Baltair would be up next.
What do these things look like? Do they look as if I want to get close to them, or do they look as if, like, yeah,
They look like spiny devils.
spiny devils?
Spiny devils.
And they are obviously hostile towards us, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, everything in hell is hostile.
I mean, not necessarily.
It's hell. Most things are hostile.
I'm just going to move up, twat it twice in the face with my longsword. There's a 14 and a 27 hit.
Let's have a look and see. Yes and yes.
Oh wow, I love that. So it's 28 points of damage.
So you cleave it in twain.
Woof da.
Oh wow. Fuck. What do I do now? Oh yeah, I know. I've got. And I'll whip out my hide, and I will fire a fireball at the second spiny devil.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit? Oh, we know it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing. 6 points of damage.
Yep, so you fire a fireball at the spiny devil, and it just seems to bounce off of it and do sweet FA.
No fire for you. And that is
I mean, I'm half tempted to save you the trouble and say no fire for any of them.
okay, that's fine.
That benefit.
They don't look fiery, so I thought, oh, I'll try it.
Everything in hell is immune to fire.
Just make a note of
To be
that.
fair, I was going to do something with
Try telling that to
I-
Dolian. He's only resistant. Living on the material plane has not done him any good. But anyway, that is my turn.
Cool. Next up is the horned devil.
Ooh, horny and bony.
Horny and
Ooh.
bony. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Sorry, Callum.
Clearly see the biggest threat in the room.
No, it's because I've got a little thing active right now that Graham doesn't want to kill himself with.
No, it's not even that.
Oh, Callum's back.
Oh, these things are
Get
so,
him, get him, get
these things are so strong.
I take it you leveled up as well.
Oh yes.
I had, what you call it, Welcome to the Jungle playing in my head, and then this has happened, and it's just went out my head. So, the first one misses, but the next two hit.
Okay. I'm
That's
very
gonna
sorry.
hurt.
So that's 8 points of piercing, and then 16 points of piercing, and I need you to so 8 points and then 7 points. So 15 points of piercing damage, and I need a DC 17 Constitution save.
DC, sorry, what was it?
17 Constitution save.
Con save, right. Hello.
Cool.
Yeah, boy.
You've not got an infernal wound, so you don't have to take 3d6 points of damage at the start of each turn.
Shit.
Hailman's go.
So, seeing his best buddy in a tight spot after not seeing him for a while, Hailman is going to pull his short sword out from its scabbard and taking inspiration from what he's seen Hailmrick do. I am going to run to there, and then what he's going to do is a combo Henrik Hailman move that he has learnt, and he is going to cast Steel Wind Strike. So from there, every
I was
one of the
waiting for this when I read it.
all 5 of the enemies are within 30 feet of Hailman, so he is going to disappear, reappear, and attack every single one of them.
Yep.
So my
I
attacks
love that.
all have a +8 to them.
Mhm.
That's mental. That's such a good spell.
So it'll be
Nice.
a 20, a 22.
Every
a-
single one hits.
So
Nice.
it is. So is it 60-10 for each
Yes.
attack?
Each enemy. Yeah.
That's mental.
I
can
know.
see why wizards need balance.
You want to roll it for each individual one, yeah?
Yeah, so it's 26 for. So he would be.
Closest
In-
one first.
Yep. Then the next one will be the Chain Devil. I'll say it before we.
Yep.
Roll them.
Okie dokie.
Then across to the Barbed Devil.
Yep.
Ooh.
Big numbers.
Yep.
Then he will go for the Bone Devil.
Yep.
And then the last one will be for the Horn Devil.
Big numbers.
I don't like the amount of ones in that last one though.
No.
Mm.
I mean, some good solid damage all around there.
Oh,
One,
yeah.
100%.
Chain Devil looking, not very well. Barb Devil, slightly better off, but still not great. The other two don't really seem to have felt much of that, but, I mean, it did something. So.
Then afterwards, I can teleport within 5 feet of one of the creatures, so I will obviously teleport to 5 feet within the one that I actually killed, so I'm not standing next to one of them.
Yep.
And then with my bonus action, is this? Oh no, it's fire, so it won't make a difference. So with a bonus action, I am going to cast on myself Dragon's Breath. Ready.
Okay.
And and then I will step back 1 step to Riv, and I'd just be like, "Oh my god, did you see that? I've never done that before." Looking at his short sword, which
It's a pretty epic way of doing some crowd control.
Yeah.
and
In the hub.
panting a little bit excited, Hailman will end his turn.
Okay, cool. Next up is the Barbed Devil. which will come down to Belter.
You rolled really well with these guys.
I really did. Now this one makes. Hang on, is that the wrong character sheet? I think it actually might be. Bear with me.
Oh, I shall bear with you.
Yeah, I'm using the wrong character sheet there. What did that one have to its initiative plus 2?
Shotgun.
So we'll see if this one has less of a bonus. If it does, I will reduce its initiative. Nope, it has more, so it'll remain where it is. Okay, so it is going to make... going to make 2 attacks. Because it says it's got one with a tail, but it doesn't have a tail, so we're going to ignore that. It's just going to make 2 claw attacks at you.
Yeah. One of them hits.
So a nat 1 and a hit. Okay, so it accidentally scratches itself for 7 points of piercing damage. Then it hits you for 3, and it takes half of that back, right?
Yes.
So it takes 2. So you get hit for 3 damage, and it takes 9. That seems like a fair trade.
It does. It does that. So I'm only hit. Yeah, I've got 1 hit left on that before it goes away.
Yeah. Next would have been the 2 spined devils, but they're dead, so Henrik.
Seeing the battle that's just happened and then just getting whacked to hell, I'm gonna use the cleaver, and if memory serves me right, this can hit 2 creatures at once.
Within 10 feet of each other, yep.
Yep. So these 2, yeah.
Yep, you can hit them both, yep.
Cool. As a bonus action though, I'll enter frenzied rage. I know it's but that means I'll only get the 3rd attack the next turn.
Yep, on your next turn you'll get a 3rd attack, and at the end of the combat you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Cool. Right, so the first one for the cleaver is...
That's a 21 to hit both of them, yep, absolutely fine.
So 13 slashing damage.
So 13 slashing damage to each of them. It's a magical weapon, so that will do full damage. So 13 points each.
And then the next one is 17.
Let me just double check their ACs.
Cool.
No and no.
Damn it. Yeah. And then try to think. That's an act. Oh, never mind. I was going to say it's an action, so I can't use that because I've used attacks. And then I just take a free talking action. I'll just wave over at Hillman and Riv and be like, "Hey guys!"
Absolutely fine. Riv would be up next.
So, so much has happened that Riv is kind of hyperventilating. I mean, there was a thing that we just did, and then we fell in the lava, and then Helmin's been flying, and then Henrik burst out as a giant, and then Helmin did that, and she's a moment, and just like has to bend down. Oh, okay, right, focus. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I know. And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okie doke.
On the Horn Devil.
On which one, sorry?
On the Horny Devil.
Okie dokie.
I've been watching fire failing, and I've learned from that observation. So, I would like to use cold.
Okay.
Ooh.
I know. Look at me thinking, and I don't even know if that's the... I'm guessing it's the opposite to fire.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to cast it at level 1.
So
that's quite good.
a 22 will hit, yeah.
Yep, for... Yeah, so I'm going to
So-
do cold damage.
Okie dokie. So the orb, it flies through, it hits it. It doesn't seem to do quite as much as you'd expected it to do, but it does do some damage.
It kind of looks like a pointy snowball.
Yeah. It hits it, it takes some damage, but it doesn't seem to have been as effective as you thought it was going to be.
And at a 22, I wanted to hit right between the eyes.
Yeah, that's fine. It just, like you throw a pebble at it,
Cool.
but like a snow pebble.
Yeah. And I'm just going to make sure I move to make. Well, I was going to say move to keep an eye on Helmin, who was showing levels of exhaustion, but after watching whatever that was, she's kind of just going to float round here for a bit. I'm going to end my turn there.
Okie dokie. Next up is the Chain Devil, who is going to approach down to here and make 2 chain attacks with its. So it's sort of, twirling like a very sharp chain with it.
Baker.
That is a 12 and a 22 to attack Hailmin.
Well, you would have disadvantage because of the cloak of displacement. So
So
And
a
I'm there as well.
12 and a 16.
a 16 would hit, but as a reaction,
Yeah.
Helmin produces a shield around himself.
Oh,
Absolutely fine, yeah.
love it.
Which adds enough to your AC that a 16 will not hit, correct?
Yeah, it's a +5. So I had mage armor before we came in. Well, when we was in hell, so I'm at 15 already. So got me to
Yeah.
20.
Absolutely fine. So yeah, it doesn't manage to land a hit on you. Not an issue whatsoever. Next up is the Bone Devil.
God damn it.
Now the Bone Devil is.
Henry's getting hit with all these things. And he's
Yeah, it's gonna hit Henry again. This time it produces a hooked polearm in one hand. So it'll make
hold
a
on.
hooked polearm
Yeah.
attack with its first attack.
That hits.
That is going to do 11 points, so half 6 points of piercing damage. And you are now grappled until you escape. It is then going to make an advantaged sting attack because you are now grappled.
Oh.
And that's
Things you don't like to
that's a
see.
nat 20.
No. Just take off the 11 first.
So that is-
Was it 6?
Oh.
Sorry, yeah.
yeah, so 6 for the first one.
Yep, and then what's this damage?
So then that is 13 piercing
Yep.
and 40 poison.
40.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henrik's down. Yeah.
Fuck.
What a fucking roller coaster.
I thought you had like 120 HP. Fuck me.
See, because the two of them came at me. Like, I think one of them would still be in a fight, yeah. But like, see, because the two of them came at me, yeah. Great
So,
feedback.
that happened. Baltez, go.
Baltier doesn't know that happened. That's the worst of it. That is the worst of it. So we're in close combat with this bee. 17 and 18, I believe they hit.
The Barb Devil, yep, both hit.
10 and 16, that's some nice little damage there, does it?
Okay. 26. Yep.
And then I'm going to cast Axie at a greater level, so it's another 3 of going through these points like sweeties.
Okay, Impel Axe time. Third controls up to 2 targets. Wisdom save, DC
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, it's not great, but better than nothing.
That's
Oh.
21.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and use it to control anything else, or just this one? 'Cause it
No,
says
no,
up to
the
two.
chain devil.
And the chain devil
As
as
well.
well.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. Both
Ah.
save.
Oh well. But if they save, they take half of 3d4 damage.
Okay. If the target fails the saving throw, use bonus action to keep control, and the target takes 3d4 damage. If the target succeeds saving throw, they are only dealt half the psychic damage and have advantage against the sign for 1d4 turn. So half of 3d4. So if you roll the 3d4, so they each take 4 points of damage.
Damage is
something-
damage.
Damage is damage.
And that's psychic damage, yes?
I'd say so. It doesn't say, but I would say it would be. Oh yes, it is. Sorry, it is. Yes, it says that.
Yeah,
Psychic
they have
damage.
no resistances to psychic, so that is absolutely fine. -4 to that guy, and -4 to that guy. Cool. Next up is the Horned Devil. Obviously, Henrik's now dropped, so it's not going to keep wasting its time there.
Shit.
It can move up to 60 feet. So, hello.
Hi. Okay. I heard you're horny. So am I.
Are you
Must be a
horny,
fad.
baby?
Oh my god.
So that's a 19, a 25, and a 16.
The first two hit and the last one misses.
Okay, you had 1 resistance left for the first attack. Yep.
Yep.
So that is 13 halved, so 6.5, 7 points of damage, and it takes 4 points back. And your Quen now drops.
Yep.
And then the second attack, 13 points true.
Yes. So I'll limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I just had to take off my temporary hit points.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Good job you had those.
Tell me about it.
Next up is Hailman.
Does it not Riv's go? Or...
No,
Sure.
me.
you've got high.
Okay, so my go. Question: how big is the chain devil? Would I have been able to see Henrik drop?
Yeah, it's medium size, so yeah, you'd have been able to see around it.
I mean, I'm only 3. Yeah, I'm only 3 foot up here, so I'm very small.
We'll just assume that you know Henrik is down.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to use my action to use Dragon Breath. So do a 15-foot cone directly in front of me to hit the Chain Devil.
Yep.
Using the same logic as Riv did with her Chromatic Orb, he would have picked cold damage.
Okay.
So that is I think it's a Dex save. This is 12, so it would save. So it only does half, so 5 points of cold damage to the Chain Devil.
Which it is then resistant to, so halved again, 3 points of damage.
And then is that a sort of pit just behind it with it right across the bridge? Because if it is, I know it's fire and it's not going to damage him, but he would use his telekinesis to try and push it out of the way, so we could then potentially get to...
Try and push it out of close quarters combat. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
so just push it forward, which again...
That's a strength save, yeah?
Strength save, yeah, I think it was a 16.
Which it beats, yeah.
That's his actions and bonus actions, so he's just gonna maybe shout to Baltair and be like, can you handle those two? I think Henrik needs our help.
So who's he shouting at?
One, Baltair.
Yeah.
One, maybe two, probably not.
Is that it for Hailman?
He's reconnecting.
We'll assume yes. So a 9 and a 21. So obviously the 9 will miss. So that's 5 piercing damage to Baltair.
Oh. Yeah.
And then if Callum, you could roll me a death save, please.
Sure.
Natural 20.
Did not expect to do that. Somebody. What is it? It's just a D20, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So a straight D20.
Sure. And shut up. 14.
That's 1 success, so you can tick that on your death save thing
Yep.
on your sheet.
It's anything over a 10, isn't it?
Anything above a 10, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Above a
thought.
10 is a success. Nat 20 is 2 successes.
Yes.
Below a 10 is a fail. Nat 1 is 2 fails. So Riv is up next.
I'm going to look around and I'm just going to say, boys, you deal with this. I'm going to go and save Henrik. And I'm going to Misty Step.
Okie dokie.
To over near Henrik. Now, if I appear next to the body of someone fallen down, can I do a sneak attack? Oh no, because that's an action, isn't it? No, okay. So I'm going to over there, and is there anything I can do with a bonus action?
Did you miss
Misty Step is a bonus
action. Yes.
Yeah, so you've got an action.
Do you have an action?
I want to stabilise Henrik.
Okay, so that's a medicine check.
Cool.
You're alright, medicine.
Oh,
Yes!
Because that is a nat 20, I will say that he is stabilised and regains 1 HP.
I'm worried that Graham's being so nice. It's quite unnerving.
It's because he wants to play with his next toy. That's
yeah,
why.
that's all it is. He wants to play with his beam.
And I don't have any healing potions at all that I can offer, so instead I'm going to brace myself because I know that thing's going to come for me. There's nothing I can do. I end my turn.
What a shame the angel that came with you that had all of the healing power was spirited away for this session.
Is she not there just like literally in spirit?
No, she was taken back up to the heavens by her master, god, whatever.
Her baby daddy.
So, assuming that is it for Rib, it's the chain demon next. That gets a nat 1 and a 25. So that would be a nat 1, it's disadvantaged, so nat 1 and an 18.
An 18 matches, so
Hailman.
hits.
It's hitting Hailman. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
18 will hit. I will not use another shield spell yet.
Shield spell, that's absolutely fine. So the nat 1 is going to hit itself. Because it's just swinging its chain around.
Oh, hits himself in the nuts. Oh.
Yeah. In the nuts, yeah, sure. So it hits itself with a 9. Oh, and it grapples itself.
So does it hit itself with the nuts, but then clutches itself and falls to the floor?
Basically wrapped itself up in its own chain. So I'm going to say it being wrapped up in its own chain, it can't make its second attack. So it's going to have to try and escape its own chain. for its second. What would have been its second attack? It's going to have to try and escape its chain.
Some
In fact,
real-
no. We're going to say it's not allowed to do that because that's an action, and its action was to attack. So it's just tangled itself up and sort of is now restrained by itself. So on its next turn, it has to try and get out of its own chain. So it takes 9 points of damage. What a useless devil it is.
Good.
Maybe it's a newbie.
Some real kinky devils, I'll tell you that.
Now it's the Bone Devil.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It doesn't know that Henrek's now alive.
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
Ooh.
Riff
So it-
dodges with her new armour and fights it off.
So it manages to hit, I assume, with the 26.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at
So
it.
Riv takes 8 points of slashing
No,
damage.
because I have uncanny dodge. So when an attacker that I can see hits you with an attack, I can use my reaction to halve the damage.
So Riv takes 4 damage.
I am like
Him.
fucking lightning.
It then
Looking back
misses
to like.
with its next attack, and then somehow accidentally manages to sting itself. It won't take the poison damage because it's immune to poison damage, but it will take 14 points of piercing damage from its own tail.
I feel like I've come back to the critical role cast.
Can I just say I think as Riv dodges out of the way, it's gone to swipe her but missed and then hit itself.
Yeah, pretty much is exactly what happened. Yeah, it's gone.
Shit.
Shit, and accidentally spikes itself in the chest. So it takes a little bit of damage there, but it's immune to poison damage, so can't take any. At least I think it is. Let me double check. I know it's immune to the condition poison. Is it immune to? Yeah, immune to poison damage. Yeah, no damage from that. That's absolutely fine. Baltair up next.
Oh, well, what one is he going to attack? Fuck. Logically, I'd go for the bigger one, wouldn't you? No. How winded is this one? Baltier, like...
Well, the aura around its token is orange. Let that tell you
Yeah,
whatever
so-
that tells you.
Well, Baltier's going to see that he's looking a bit more unhealthy, so it's better to attack him and hopefully maybe finish him off.
Both hit.
Go on,
That's
Balta.
16, and that's an
Finish
8.
him off.
Finish him.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Where is it?
Do it again.
I can't. I'm not a fighter.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just checking new stuff.
He's a lover.
He's a lover. He's a fighter.
And
he's
I'm going to
a beautiful
cast that as my bonus action. So DC 14. And that'll be on that.
Okay, so he's going to turn around and blast the other thing with an empowered ard.
Yes, so that's 1 point I
Strength
lose.
saving throw against a 14.
Oh, is it?
It fails even with a plus 10.
Oh, love that stuff. Love it.
So it's thrown back 15 feet, knocked prone, and dealt 1d6 force damage. So I'm going to say it gets thrown back into this very spiky looking wall and takes 37 points of damage from a very spiky wall.
Fantastic. Thank you.
And then drops to the floor prone. So if you want to roll the 1d6 force damage as well to add to the 37 points of spiky wall damage.
Woohoo, 5!
So
It's the 5 that did all that damage.
that's a particularly nasty hit it's taken there.
Yes. That is Baltier's turn.
Cool. It's his go. So he's going to use half his movement to stand up and extricate himself from the spiky wall. And come back.
Typical. Oh well, I tried. I'm now dead. Yep, hits. All 3 hit. I'm dead. I already know I'm dead.
15, 32, 45 points of damage.
Exactly what you needed.
Oh.
Down. I'm immune to poison, just in case.
There's no poison damage in there. So, yep. Balter drops. Hailman.
So,
So
after
the tanks are
seeing,
down, it's up to the squishies.
after seeing everything going down here, Hellman, who was going to be trying to keep a couple of spell slots just in case, now knows that's not impossible. So I am going to cast upon myself Polymorph to make myself into a giant ape.
Apron!
And Henrik's down again.
Do I still have the thing for giant ape on here?
Henrik's still lying on the ground, sees, or hears the roar, and that's what like brings his eyes open, and he's like, "My boy."
I don't know if you know that Hailman did it last time. I don't think you've seen him do it at all. He's always been kind of unconscious.
Hi,
No,
Angela.
Been, I think it was when we were
Hi.
saving. It's when we were saving Henrik's father, and
In
we
the
did it in
intellect,
the tunnel.
intellect devourers.
Henrik wasn't conscious when he first cast it though, because Hellman stood above him to
Yeah,
protect him.
remember?
Yeah. The wrecking ball.
Yeah.
So King Kong appears.
And I would like to move over to kind of like stand again over Balter in a sort of defensive posture. But first of all, I would like to punch the Barb Devil in the face.
In the face.
So it's a +9, so it's a 21,
Yeah.
which is a 3d10 plus 6, so it's a 27 points of damage.
Absolutely obliterates it.
And then, obviously, the next one, looking down on this small little horned devil now Hailman is grown, he will do his second attack, which would be a 26.
Yeah.
And then that is another 24 points of bludgeoning damage as it punches the horned devil in the face.
Okie dokie. Would we rule giant ape punch attacks as magical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
It doesn't
The
say
ape
they're
is magical, but the punch
so
isn't.
it just says it's just a bludgeoning damage, so I would say no. It's just
So-
not regular giant ape.
So 12 points of damage to it then.
And trying his best to speak, but obviously as an ape he can't speak. He's just going to be. And that will end Hailman's turn.
Oh, Henrik's go.
Henrik. So the rage has dropped, hasn't it? Because he's dropped.
Yeah, because you got knocked out, yeah.
Cool. Then I will get back up and I will re-rage, just normal rage this time.
Yep.
And I will go for the bone devil.
Yep.
Hey, Henrik, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Doing what I do best. It is. Actually, oh wait, no. Hold on.
Hold on.
Is it? So it's an action, I think. Right, I'm going to. Nah, I'll just do the barbarian we're doing, just attack.
Okay.
I'll save that for later on, maybe.
Disadvantage for
the
flanking.
first one is. That doesn't hit.
You'll have advantage because you're now flanking with Riv.
Oh, well done, Rev. Well done.
You guys are doing what?
Yep. 25.
25
That'll
that
hit.
hits, so
Yep.
13 slashing.
Yep.
And then the next one is, what is that? 24. Surprised I get any more than
Yeah.
that. And then... Yeah, 24. Wait, what? Did I roll that one?
I'm gonna add on your rage damage for you.
Which is now 3 because I'm up at 10. So yeah, 20. Oh, sorry, so 26. So it's 11. So 16 plus
24 points
14.
of damage plus 6, so 30 points of damage. And I'll add on the 6 that you didn't add for your last ones that hit. So we'll call that 36 points of damage.
Cool. How's he looking? Is he dead?
He's not dead. He's definitely not looking his best, but he's not dead.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a hand on Rev's shoulder and say, "It's good to see you," and then get back into the fight.
Cool.
Yep, that's me.
Riv is next.
Drop me now if you want.
Riv is just going to. I'm just going to smile up at Henrik and just be like, "So wonderful to have you back." And then I'm going to sneak attack this thing with my short sword.
Okay.
So she's just going to look at Henrik and just be like, "Stab!" Oh, I
You'll have advantage.
God, if you'd have killed Henrik. So good to have you back. Not.
Welcome back, Henrik, and then just knifes him in the stomach.
Oh, shit.
So you do miss, but you don't miss so hard that Henrik gets stabbed in the guts.
Oh, that'd be dead.
I disengage and end my turn.
I mean, that would have been hilarious.
Just look at Henrik and just be like, shh. She slowly pierces his stomach with her shotgun.
So Viv is too distracted by Henrik to actually aim well, and nearly hits him, and then move on, next turn.
Okay, up next is the King Devil, who's going to come and attack Giant Ape Min. Oh wait, no he's not. First thing he's going to do is try and break his own chains. So that's a DC 14, we'll call it strength to break out. It is still tangled in its own chains.
He's even more tangled.
And it takes 2d6 damage at the start of its turn for being tangled, but because it nat 1'd its attempt to escape, we'll say it flailed that much, it did even more damage to itself than it should have done, and we'll call that 4d6.
I kind of feel sorry for this thing now.
16 points of damage.
Much?
16 from its own chains, just because it's all tangled up and flailing about. Like, I can't get out. It's cutting itself to ribbons. Now is the Bone Devil. Well, I mean, Riv was the last one to try and attack it. So.
Or does she see him as an ally now? Because does it see her as an ally? Because it looked like he was trying to attack the same thing as her.
I mean,
I am very friendly.
I like your thinking, but no.
No.
He's gonna hit her, but he's gonna feel bad about it.
Doesn't everyone?
Come on, roll through sting attack.
No.
We'll roll the damage on the claws while we wait for the sting to decide if it wants to come through. So in fact, no, you're is it 18 AC now?
Yeah.
I've got mage armor now.
Yeah, so that'll put you up to 18. Yeah,
Yes.
so 19 will hit,
Yes.
16 will miss.
That's
So
right.
7 points from the first claw. Second claw, not quite enough to break through the.
I can still
mage
half the
armor.
damage.
If you want to uncanny dodge it, you can.
Yeah.
I would probably choose and wait for the sting to see if that hits, because it'll do
right.
considerably more.
Yeah.
Just
Mess
advice. Yeah, if the sting doesn't hit, then by all means you uncanny dodge the first claw attack.
Oh yeah.
Up. Oh, the tension's unbearable.
Come
I
on,
don't think
roll
Grim clicked
through.
it.
No, I've definitely clicked it. I've clicked it twice.
It means it doesn't count then.
Exactly. It's not able to do it. Oh,
There we go. Right, so yeah, you dodged the first claw attack and only took 4 instead of 7.
Cool.
Rev was made of luck. Genuinely.
Death save from Baltair, please.
No.
I think it's
Yes.
Hailman's luckiness has rubbed off.
What happens if I don't want?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
that's there for you.
it did it automatically.
Mm-hmm.
It came up on my sheet as a success before it rolled through.
Nice.
Oh no. Yeah. So that's
So
me.
Baltair's still alive for now. Horn Devil next is going to attack Giant Ape Min.
Cool. Hits. Hits and hits.
All 3 hit.
Yes.
So we've got 15. 25 total.
Jesus Christ.
25 total. Cool.
And then 11 from the tail, so it's 36 altogether. And I need a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, please.
This was going so well.
Constitution
Oh,
saving.
Ignore that. It's
I
just
genuinely
deciding-
thought that was from Hellman.
It's just deciding when it wants to roll shit now.
So that's a 6.
Okay, so at the start of each turn, you're now suffering from an infernal wound, so you will take 3d6 damage at the start of each turn, increasing by a further 3d6 every time it hits you with its tail, unless you make a successful DC 12 Wisdom Medicine check to staunch the wound or receive any form of magical healing.
Yeah, well, he's a 7 intelligence ape. He's not going to do anything like that. He's just gonna keep on attacking.
Yeah. So there's that. So you took, was it 36 altogether, wasn't it? We said?
36, yes.
Yeah, I'll just amend that on the token for my own knowledge. There
Yep.
we go. Cool. Giant Ape Min is up next.
So it takes what damage first on his turn?
3d6. So let's roll that up now. 11 points of damage at the start of his turn from his infernal wound.
Cool.
There we are.
And yes, Ape Min will take that, and you'll just hear him kind of roar and kind of use his fist and just bang the floor twice, scream, just apes spit just all over the bone, a Horn Devil, and then he is literally going to just punch it twice.
Oh.
So the first one is a 15,
Miss.
and the next one is a 27.
That'll hit.
So that is 25 points of bludgeoning, non-magical bludgeoning damage.
So 13 rounded upwards. There we go. Thank you.
And that's pretty much all Giant Ape can do.
Cool. Henrik.
Same again. He's just gonna try and. Oh no, they're not they're resistant to fire, sorry, so I wouldn't make any difference. Okay, so the same again. Cleavers. Where is that? Still advantage?
Yep.
Sure. So
Will not hit on the first attack.
Shit! So second one. Come on. That misses. Come on.
Henrik's so
dinosaur.
tired.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. And nope.
Yeah, he's knackered. All this excitement's finally getting to him. He's just, I'm awfully tired.
He started off so well, bursting through a fire giant, and
Yeah.
then in 2 turns
Gone
got beaten
downhill
to
from
death.
Even the thing I didn't have to roll, he was doing amazing.
Okay, I assume that's it for Henrik then.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Cool.
Sorry, man.
Riv's turn.
I'm gonna try and concentrate this time. Using sneak attack. So, do I still get advantage?
Advantage.
Yeah, you're at advantage because of flanking. Yeah.
16.
Sadly not, no.
Damn it. Disengage.
What are you two doing over there? And now you're disengaging, so it's going to attack Haleman. I mean, Henrik.
Well, I attacked it last. It seems to be attacking me.
Yeah, if Riv's disengaged, but if she doesn't run away...
I know, I thought Riv was going to move away. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
She swung at it
She
last,
can
so
run
it's
away
going to
if she
swing at her
wants.
again.
Yeah.
She can run away if she wants. Like
Yeah.
right now, she's the fitter fighter, so like I would, yeah.
Okay. Chain Devil's going to try and break its own chains again. Failed again.
He's changed himself up real good.
2d6 damage. It's done more damage to itself than anybody else has done to it.
Oh, I have a lot of this guy.
Can I just say, I kind of feel really sorry for this now. Are you sure we can't, like, befriend it and make it a pet?
Yeah, let's get an NPC. Let's get an NPC for the party.
I mean, you have
You had Payton.
you have a pet.
Toby?
Yeah,
And Payton.
I've got Payton, but Payton's not here. Where's Toby? He's still kicking a bit.
He's in
Fuck
hell
us.
with you guys.
Toby wasn't answering. I did try last time, but he wasn't answering me.
Right, I'll do it.
Toby has his
He's
own
not
problems.
going to do anything.
Can I just
His mum shouted him back inside.
I was going to
He's
say,
not allowed to play out anymore.
well,
Stop playing with the humans.
I was going to say, is Toby's ex-wife in hell, and now she knows he's in the area? She's like,
He's currently
"Oh,
getting browbeaten at home. Where the hell have you been for the last 6 months?
hanging around those above ground again.
I mean, am I the only one who's thinking like we should be asking Toby if he's got like a big brother or any big friends? But yeah, no, okay.
I mean, I'm saying nothing. All of the information is there. If anybody's watched Taskmaster, all the information was on the task guide.
I'll just look under the table.
God, you. That line is such a bastard of a line when he says that.
Are we mad at D&D?
Is there a table anywhere for me to look underneath?
I just looked under mine. There was nothing here.
Spawn Devils go.
Yes. No.
No.
Yes.
That's 9, and then 14, so 23 slashing and 10 poison.
Half. For.
Half of the poison.
Yeah.
For
no.
uncanny dodge, so you're going to uncanny dodge the tail attack. So 9 plus 7, 16 piercing and 5 poison.
So
21 damage total.
Did gnomes not have resistance to poison?
And then a DC 14 con save.
You can make that.
Oh, I had my button on.
So we take the 15.
I think we'll be taking the 1. So Riv is now poisoned.
Okay, this isn't going so well.
I can't really remember what poison does, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as it sounds.
No, it's like you get disadvantage on things. I'm sure.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Conditions, poisoned. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So no additional damage or nothing, just you're at disadvantage for when you attack next.
But see, because she's next to me, she'll just get like normal.
Does that?
It'll just be a straight roll, yeah, she just loses the advantage from flanking, that's all.
Yeah.
Baltair, another death save, please.
If I have to.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Got a
It's
fail.
1-1. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's okay. You're gonna get that 20 next.
Horned Devil now will attack Apeman again.
Cool.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Oh.
Only got an AC of 12 as Apeman.
Really?
So
Yeah.
So
I
yep,
thought that
yep,
would be
and
higher.
yep.
And does he take extra damage from the tail attack? Did you say?
So it will increase the amount of damage you take at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So that's 14, 17, 13, so 31, 44 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Apeman is up next, so that is 66 damage from his infernal wound. So 6 d6, 22 more points of damage.
22, sorry.
22 more, yeah. So we've got 22 plus 44, 66 damage then to Apeman in that attack.
Cool.
but now
Aitman's
he's-
looking wounded, but he's still on his feet.
There's an awful lot of orange on the board now.
Like,
Yeah.
like that scene in Mighty Joe Young.
But I don't know that.
Is it me next?
Yep.
Yeah. So, however you want me to do this mechanics-wise, I am happy to do, but Aitman's in a lot of pain, very angry. So, being larger than the Horn Devil, is there any chance I can pick up said Horn Devil and try to throw it at the Bone Devil? Because I only have a 7 intelligence, and I
Yeah.
think that's what he would try to do.
Yeah, sure. We would make that. I'd rule it as like a contest of strength, like whether or not it can, break out of its arms as it tries to lift him.
Cool.
So I'll roll a strength, and then you roll a strength.
Yep. So it's just straight strength you want to do, yeah?
Just a straight strength, yeah.
So I got a. I have a 7, but
Well, that's a 1.
as Hailmin, I'm lucky. So does that count while I'm in Apeman form?
Do you lose your character traits when you polymorph? I don't think you do. So
I don't
by
think
all means, reroll.
Oh, love it.
So, that was so for Angela. Yeah, rolled a nat 1 on the strength check first, and then I rolled a nat 20 on the second one.
So because it was a nat 20 for your strength, I'm not even going to make you roll for throwing it.
Holy shit!
I'm just going to say you can throw it.
So in my head visualization, Apeman's struggling. He's hurting pretty bad, so he struggles to lift it up at first, but then as he rages, I would like to rage, he strains and manages to lift it off its feet and throw it straight at the Horn Devil.
Into the Bone Devil. It collides with it. Yeah, I'm not going to even roll to say that doesn't happen. They're each going to take, because it moved approximately 30 feet, 3d6 plus your strength modifier. So what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is a +6.
Okay, so they're going to each take 14 points of damage from having one thrown at the other. Seems about fair.
And then with my movement, if I can run over to try and cover Henrik and Riv as best as he can, using himself as a meat shield.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, he stood over them, and they're sort of somewhere under his, big limbs. But just so I can see everyone on the map still, I'll leave you where you are there. But you're sort of actually in the middle of them, sort of there, sort of over the other two. You're definitely the bigger threat. So.
I'm stood over Viv so she doesn't get hit with a bell.
We're like Russian dolls.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Is anyone prone?
No.
No, nobody's prone.
No.
They
Not
can
the ones
both
that were
fly,
punched.
so they've collided with each other, but because they're both
Right.
rigid, like they've managed to regain sort of uprightedness, but they took some damage, and now they've got a big angry ape in front of the pair of them, which seems like much more of a threat than the tiny people below.
Would you class he has multi-attack. Would you class that as like an attack, or is that just an action to lift and throw?
Ooh, how generous am I feeling? We'll call that the first of one attacks. So you've got an attack.
Okay. So I'm going to punch the Horn Devil again then. So that is a 26
Mm-hmm.
with a 20 points of damage. So not as...
Another 10. Absolutely fine. Yep. Neither of them are looking particularly well. And then
One hit
Henrik,
point.
Henrik would be up next.
Henrik is going to attack both of them now because they're both in range.
Yep.
Yep. So the first one. Come on.
I mean, you'll have advantage, so if you want to try and get a crit, feel free.
Punch those crits, hit those
Ooh,
crits.
so close.
It's a better hit.
Yep. So 13 in the first hit.
Yep.
For damage, sorry. And then at least I'm hitting him this time. Did that go through? Oh.
Yes, but we're taking the advantaged one, not the
Yeah.
one. So
So the first one.
13 and 12, 25 points of damage to each of them.
God, I'd be worried what you would be cutting. Whether that one has stood there in my leg.
Oh!
So they're both still alive, but they are on red. So that means whatever that means.
Single digits, team. Single digits.
Riv's turn.
Come on, man.
Riv is trying desperately not to look up. And I was going to say it's worked before, but it hasn't. Let's try the old sneak attack again, but I don't get any advantage because of all the poison and the other stuff, so just one straight attack.
Straight attack.
Yep.
Short sword, sneak attack. Pressing the button. That's a 14.
14 will not hit.
14 will not hit. That sucks. And that's
If
all.
any of these sneak attacks you'd done had landed, these things would have been dead ages ago.
Yeah, big sneak attack damage.
I did tell you though, Riv was far too overexcited at the appearance of Henrik and watching Hailman fly and do all of that kind of stuff. She's just so overwhelmed.
You don't have inspiration, do you, at the minute, Kat? Just.
Don't.
Ah.
Because that sucks. But that's my turn.
Okay, Chain Devil's going to try and break his chains again.
Oh, come on, Cheney.
Remember him?
Hey!
Well, actually, hearing to the little guy.
He still takes 2d6 from starting his turn in chains, so he takes 3 points of
Does
damage.
he take any shame damage?
Oh, if
Psychic.
he survived this fight, he would never live it down in the hell sphere.
No worries.
He should join
He's
us.
going to approach, and that's his action to break his chains, so he can't make an attack, but he's there now. So, yep, that's him. Bone is up next, within range of Giant Ape Men. That is...
Hits. Hit some more.
So that is 5, 15, and 40. So 55 altogether.
I don't.
That is all of 8 Min's hit points, so he will revert back to Hail Min after these attacks.
Okie dokie. So that is him out for the count. I will just remove the token and put Hail in there. Is there some carryover from the damage?
I don't think so. I think with Polymorph, once you drop to 0, it says then you do, so I would have dropped to 0 with the last bit of damage.
Right, okie dokie. So you just drop to 0, there's no negative effect to Hailman then?
I don't think so. I'll link Polymorph again. Have a look. Yeah, it returns back to the hit points it had before.
Cool, so you go back to normal. That's absolutely fine. Any excess damage carries over to its normal form.
Oh, it does, yeah.
So I
So
think you're on about 44. and
44 I have.
5, so you're down 11 points of HP.
No worries, I will try to do 11 points. I'll do that now. For the funnies, I mean, I was standing over them. Do I, maybe end up on, Henrik's shoulders?
Yeah, screw it, why not?
Yeah.
Death save from Baltair, please.
No.
Don't get a nat 1.
Oh.
It looked like a 1.
If that had been a nat 1, Baltair would have been outright dead.
Yeah.
But he is not. Horned Devil is up next. Now, who would he target? Probably Hailman, because he's just reverted from ape form. He'd probably see him as a bigger threat because he doesn't want him to turn back into an ape again. So Cloak of Displacement until you get hit is at disadvantage. So
Yeah. He gets
19.
hit straight away.
So the first one hits.
If it's disadvantage, no. So I will cast shield on myself as a reaction, so I get an AC of 20 on this round.
Okie dokie. So the first one misses. So you've still not been hit, so still at disadvantage.
Oof! Thank goodness.
What
So
the hell?
with the disadvantage, that's a 12, which won't hit. And then tail. So he does get hit with the 27 tail.
It was going
for the funnies.
Oh,
For the funnies. It wouldn't have been that bad.
No.
The first one would have been an 18, the second one would have only been a 9. So you do get hit for the 7 points of damage on the tail attack. And then I need a DC 17 con save. Matches, so no grievous bodily wound for Hailman there. Just 7 points of damage. See, that could have been so much worse.
And I do have disadvantage, so that was very lucky.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
So Hailman is up next.
So I'm going to say to Riv and Henrik, I need to save Baltair. And so from on top of the shoulders of Henrik, I am going to cast Misty Step to get me 30 feet towards Baltair. And then step forward, and then as an action, I am going to reach onto my robe of useful items and pull off the patch that has 4 healing potions.
Yep.
And pour one directly into Baltair's mouth.
Okay, standard healing potion, so 2d4 plus 2, yeah?
Yes.
Who's rolling that?
Any of you.
You roll it if you wish to, sir.
Baltair gets 7 points of HP back, and is not dead.
Yay! I'm not gonna lie, I was panicking.
Just to say, if Hailman hadn't done it, that was going to be Riv's next turn.
I know you didn't have any potions, and I've got the robe, so I thought, well, let's actually use the first patch. I've not took a patch of it yet.
Is that it for Hailman?
Yeah, that's everything Hailman can do. So yeah, he's just going to be like knelt down by Baltair, trying to wake him up.
Henrik, who's been just chilling on 1 HP for about 4 rounds of combat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to use the action before I left and gave one to Henrik.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, wait, what?
Well, I've only just turned in from an ape. I couldn't do it when I was an ape.
Baltair's more loved, Callum.
Apparently.
Henrik, what you doing?
Usual. So that is...
So 17.
17. And
I will just. I'm just gonna stop you at the 17 for now. They had 8 and 6 respectively.
And then, how far away is the chain guy?
They're like 15 feet.
With my... how far did we say the chain could go?
10 feet.
Yeah.
In fact, was it 15 feet flying, I think? Yeah, up to 15 foot was a ranged attack, yeah. So if you want to make a ranged attack with it, by all means.
Yeah.
You just swing your chain 15 foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bear in mind, if you get a nat 1, it comes back and hits you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I've got something better for this. I'm going to use. Where is it? Have I got it on that? Yep. I've got the Javelin of Lightning.
Okay.
So I take that out and I go have it, and then throw it, and that activates the lightning.
Yeah.
So that's just a normal roll because it's not next to anything.
Yeah.
26. So
Cool. So
7
that'll
piercing.
hit.
And then how do you do the lightning damage again?
It should be in the description.
There we go.
If you press the I button on the item, it'll be
Yep.
it'll be small writing, but it'll be on there.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of whatever it is, it'll be more than sufficient to kill that one as well.
4d6 lightning, is it?
He had 11 HP left, so the 7 would leave him on 4. So regardless of whatever you did with the 4d6, even if you got all ones, it would have been enough to kill him.
Henrik drops to his knees. In absolute.
So Henrik that spent half the fight unconscious, the rest of it on 1 HP, just took out the 2 biggest ones and the last guy in one move.
Henrik doing Henrik things, as far as I'm concerned.
And as Henrik drops to his knees, he's going to be Riv height, so Riv's just going to grab him around the shoulders, possibly a little too hard, might hurt him.
And Rev puts Henrik in a sleep hold.
That's 2 damage, and Henrik's unconscious again.
Yeah, Henrik is exhausted, and he just sort of accepts the hug and just.
So we're gonna.
So that's the end of that combat.
That's combat.
So
I think this is where we're going to role play for the next 20 minutes.
So are we all just limp to the middle and check to see the state of how everyone's doing?
Yeah, I'm using
everyone regroups in the middle. That's fine.
I've got 3 healing potions left, so I know they're only standard, but I'll hand them out so Henrik can have 2, and you probably
for fear of meta, you also have a magic tent that allows a long rest.
I was just
save
going
conditions.
to have a look at that. I'm just on the character sheet now. I'll just read it.
The only caveat for you is you only get half your spell slots back, but everybody else gets full everything.
Yeah, so if I was going to ask if we would have time to do so, if we would, then yeah, I will definitely. Hailman will definitely be pitching the tent for everyone.
Yeah, Hailman can pitch his tent. Yeah,
that was going to be my question. See, because we are in a trio playing or hell playing, like, can we still do long rests and stuff?
With the magic tent, yes, that is exactly why I gave Hailman a magic tent.
He's been planning this.
Yes.
So yes, I will get everyone and say quick. I think we'll be safe in here. We can rest, and I mean, everything we've come across in hell so far has been pretty nasty. I mean, we better keep ourselves fighting fit.
While Heyman was doing that, we was speaking there. Henrik literally picks him up and just bear hugs him, and just it's good to see you.
Henrik is leg and arm cuddling, just like a koala bear, into Henrik and hugging back.
Yeah. Cool. So everybody, long rest yourselves, apart from Hailman, who you can go back up to full HP, but just give yourself back half of any expended spell slots.
Yeah, so if I've got like 3 slots, but not available, so I'll just add 1 to that one, because I'll round it down.
I would round up. I always round up, halved and rounded up, so give yourself 2 back if you had 3.
How long does this take time-wise? I'm thinking mage armor. So
8 hours, so your mage armor will have expended.
Oh, because that's 8 hours.
Long rest is 8 hours, mage armor is 8 hours, so
Yeah, I think before we leave the tent, Hailman and Riv will cast mage armor.
Yep.
But I will put my hand on her shoulder, and she can put her hand on Hailman's shoulder if they want, and we can cast mage armor on each other.
Yes.
You know, like when you drink and you link arms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Voltaire now that I'm fully healed up and put a hand out for the Predator high 5.
Oh, it's reciprocated.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna look him. I'm gonna look him dead in the eye and say to him, "Thank you for looking after the other 2, brother."
Somebody's got to, mate. Somebody's got to. The amount of shit we get into. Oof.
And then pull him in for a hug.
Who are the ones who dropped and who are the ones who didn't? Who's protecting who, sir?
So,
Rev,
you wake up from your long rest and you just find yourself in a hellish cavern surrounded by dead devils with a fiery portal at the north end of the room. But then carry on with your RP. Just to give you the description of where you are.
Yeah, that's fine.
And what's in there.
Well, it's a case of Rev, lass.
Huh?
No offence to you, don't take this the wrong way. I love you to pieces, you've helped me out a lot. But you're that small they can't see you, never mind hit you.
I know it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, tell me about it. But no, big fiery portal, guys, is...
I'm just gonna.
Experience has told me not to go through that.
I mean,
So-
I suppose we might have to at some point.
Yeah, Baltier is going to apply one of his Witcher oils to his sword.
Cool.
So Baltair's oiling up.
Yep.
Riv and Hailmin are armoured up.
Yep. Any more prep?
Just gonna just do 10 press ups, 10 burpees,
Graham,
10 sit ups.
Yes.
we didn't set specific milestones for my Witcher oil damage to increase. You said it starts at 2d6, but levels as you do to a total of 6d6 at 17.
What level did you get it at?
Oh,
7.
Take another d6.
I love you.
Would I be able to cast, like, ritual cast, Find Familiar whilst magically concentrating on the tent? I imagine the answer is no, but...
Well, yeah, but you don't have to concentrate on the tent as such. It's just having the tent up. It's got a drain naturally on your magic, so you can still cast whilst maintaining the tent. So yeah.
Cool, so if I'm allowed, I will just have an owl, but I'll keep it on my shoulder for the time being, so we don't need the token at the moment.
Yep. Sure,
I'm
no problem.
gonna
Let's
do
go.
like Henrik's version of Cast Familiar and look around for Payden.
And
There is
Toby.
no there is no Payden. Payden's not a familiar. He's a living, breathing man.
Even
So
though
he-
Henrik's back, Riv's going to shout out for Toby. Toby.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. We'll be like, Toby.
Yeah. What?
Hi! Do you live round here?
Where the hell have you been?
I went. Oh.
Is that far away?
Just round the corner. Just round the corner.
It's hell adjacent. It's nearby, but not quite. It's hell.
He was,
Suburb of hell.
Do you think we
He
can
was
go
wa-
and
he
visit
was
after all
watching-
this?
he was watching the full fight from his window.
So I'm not sure if you worked this out yet, Barbarian, but you're my tether. So if you're not here, I'm not here.
Very true. See where we're down here. Like, do you know where we are in a sense?
Yeah,
Could you get us to where we need to go faster?
that portal there.
Portal where?
I'm just going to nudge Henrik and go, mate, see, I told you.
So he's very matter of fact about it. It's like, well, I mean, do you not see the big glowy portal just over
My
there?
point was, can you stick with us for the rest of this journey? Please. That's so difficult.
As long as you don't fuck off again, yeah.
Sorry, you can blame the stupid wizard.
It's not my fault.
Hey! Don't blame me.
It's not my fault, mate. I didn't do it.
No,
He's
whatever,
not
just
talking
stick around.
about you, Henry.
Okay.
And then I start walking towards the thing. And then I put a hand on Hellman's shoulder and say to him, not you.
So I assume the intent is for everybody to disappear into the fiery, scary portal.
Before we do, can I cast that greater Quen on me again so I get my hit points back? Temporary hit points.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you. I've done that then.
Cool.
As we walk through, Hellman just wants to mutter himself, so he's got a new fighter friend, and now apparently he's got a new wizard friend.
Well, as we walk through
I'm just going to hear Hellman whispering that under his mouth. I go, Hellman, it's Elminster, I think he's on about.
I guess he's all of our friends.
But Rib's
Yeah.
Rib's a little bit scared, and she's seen Helmin do that. So as they walk through, she's going to grab his hand, just to make sure he's all right.
Oh, you emerge into this room.
And
Do we see our caged half-elf friend?
Yes,
We see Fuego.
in a big cage,
In a big
guarded by
cage.
a big scary pit fiend.
Oh, bet you he's loved this, eh? I've seen that man pay for this kind of treatment
That's very true.
up in the material plane.
I mean,
Does the pit fiend see us?
Oh yeah, it knows full well you're here.
I'm just saying.
It is staring at the portal, looking directly at you.
I'm just saying. By the way, we came here to find them. We found them. We don't need to rescue them.
Alright, don't stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there, you. You're here to help us. Don't care if he shagged your missus or not. You are here to help us, not him. Think of it like that before you start any of your crap, or I will put you back to where you were. I love you to pieces, mate, but come on.
Don't you shout. Sort of one away.
Can Haleman start walking towards the pit fiend? Not too close, but hands up and say, I have a magical friend, and point to Aldeon and say, he's very special. He can change his forms, and he's one of my closest friends. But would you consider a trade? I will swap him for our friend over there in the cage.
By all means, attempt a persuasion.
I call on Toby.
So obviously, if it was to work, I would unlearn the Find Familiar spell, but... So a 19.
He'll just sort of cock his head slightly. No. This soul is mine, rightfully taken.
Okay, okay, Shankta song. The soul is mine.
Soul for a soul, perhaps. But that magical familiar you have there. No.
Does the soul need to be present?
I would think that was a given.
I'm just going to pipe up in Infernal and go, well, surely if you're the all magical being we think you are, that you should have the power to be able to do something about that, no?
I have the power to reap 4 more souls that stand before me right now. It replies in Infernal.
No.
Quick huddle, quick wee huddle.
Gang huddle.
So, some weird feeling came over me like 20 seconds ago and basically told me that Payden's not a familiar and he's not tied to me at all.
But he's not here.
That's why I asked.
Yes,
We need to be here.
I step forward, so I'm shouting this, so I'm not sure the pit feed would be able to hear.
It's telepathic, so it can hear even if you think.
Hi.
Ah,
Penis.
balls.
That's what
Haleman is going to do something very unhalemanly and just say, I am not leaving here without Fuego. Whether it costs me my life, I do not care.
How
turn
valuable
around.
does the soul need to be?
I'm launching an attack.
Cool.
No!
Yeah.
I tried to be nice, and he would say no. So
Henrik sees Hillman's fist fall up, and then he goes, right, we're getting into it. And then just jumps into it.
Yeah, you can make an attack, and then we'll. Do you guys want to keep your initiative rolls or re-roll?
whatever's easiest for you.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Keep them, and I'll just roll it in then.
That's fine.
So what are we doing?
Haleman's attacking it.
Yeah.
and then starting a big fight.
Because I'm gonna have to go soon.
I know.
Yep.
I thought you wanted us to try and get this fight done before.
I do.
So
Don't jump the gun.
no. I have an idea.
I have an idea. Sorry.
It won't work, but I have an idea.
Okay, so a DC 16 intelligence save, which it has advantage on because of magic resistance.
Yeah.
Doesn't need it either way, but yep, it does
Takes
it
no
still-
damage, no.
no damage, no
It's
effect
cantrip,
whatsoever. That is fine.
But I'm sure it will know what's happened.
Oh yeah, it's fully aware that you tried to attack it.
What did you attack it with?
Mind Slither, just a cantrip.
Oh.
I couldn't
so
use
that we
Fireball
will-
because we know fire doesn't work.
So
Oh, wait,
we'll,
he would
we'll
guess.
start from the top then.
So we're keeping the same initiative.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep the same ones
Oh,
because
okay.
it goes last, so that's beneficial for you guys anyway. So that would mean Baltair to go first.
Okay, I'll have. Right. I will just charge up to it with my longswords, and I just.
DC 21 Wisdom save, please.
Six.
User scared of it.
We're all scared of it. Or just him?
He's scared of it.
Right, I've got something, surely. Fuck. Any creature trying to frighten me is at disadvantage.
It's
Is
not
that?
actively trying
Yeah.
to frighten you. It's just
Passively.
a presence sort of thing. Yeah,
Bastard.
exudes
it's-
an aura of fear.
Oh, second thought, lads. Let's not. That's as far as I can move. Because I took 5 feet back.
Cool. Hailman would be up next.
So, as a free action, I would like to say to Riv, if this works, use your skills of lockpicking to try to save Fuego.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast another new spell to see if it works. And I am going to cast Wall of Force to create a dome around, 10-foot dome around the pit theme to try to keep it trapped.
Okie dokie.
I don't believe there's any saves or anything, it's just whether or not.
Do you know,
Yes,
for a
so
Witcher,
I-
Baltair's been scared a lot.
I would think, based on the description of that spell, that literally means it is encased within a 10-foot dome.
And I will stand there concentrating on that, and obviously, as I say, try to direct Riv to try to free Fuego while concentrating on that spell.
Yeah, works for me.
Ends Hailman's turn, he's just got concentrating on this new spell.
Absolutely fine. So it is trapped. Henrik would be up next.
Henrik is gonna run and stand in front of Hailman. He's gonna activate Rage. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's not gonna activate it just now because I need something to hit him to stay in the rage. So I won't activate it just now. So what I'll do is I'll just run in front of Hailman and I will try to think.
Just take the dodge action. No one ever takes the dodge action.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'll just stand in front of Hillman and I'll hold like a ready attack in case he gets close to Hillman. I'll just go for him.
Okie dokie. So you're standing sort of there.
So I want to stand in front of him just in case he tries to do anything to Hillman. Hillman won't get hit; it'll get me hit.
Yeah, that's
So it
fine.
doesn't break the concentration.
Yeah, no problem. Riv.
Cool. I am going to run to the cage. I've win initiative. Well, I'm going to run and dash on. So I'm going to run and dash. I can use the dash as part of my bonus action, can't I?
You can bonus action dash as a rogue, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd like to use my action to investigate and pick the lock and pick any locks that may be identifiable.
Yeah, by all means, there'll be a fairly obvious lock there.
Mhm.
So yeah, do a sleight of hand to pick the lock.
Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, for fuck's sake.
She locks it more.
Fuck me, that is some sleight of hand.
You snap your pick in the lock, and the lock is now jammed. It'll take a further action to clear it, and then another action to attempt to pick it again.
Sounds fair.
I had a plus 13 for fuck's sake. Plus
I know.
13. That's
Literally
right,
anything
that's
higher.
Next up would be the pit fiend. You just see him struggling impotently to break through a wall of force, which he has no means of breaking. When all of upon a sudden,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a bright
sorry.
blue fiery portal comes into view just above Riv, just slightly off from the cage. At which point, a very familiar looking wizard steps out of said portal,
Wait.
steps out of it, turns to Hemrek and goes, "Where the hell have you been? I told you to come and get everyone. Everyone else is waiting. You're all late for the party." Slaps his hands together. At which point, the world goes black. And you all disappear into a very familiar looking transportation portal spell of Elminster's design.
No, I'm making chaos.
Vaguely in the background, you hear the rage-like screams of a pit fiend who's been deprived of his victims, and also the soul of Fuego, which is travelling alongside you.
I'm sure that we'll never see him again.
I think I've just made an arch nemesis. I wish I picked something smaller.
You've got one
got
too.
Yeah.
I've got one. You've got one.
You got bested by a halfling.
But
That's again.
he will be back, and in greater numbers.
Yeah. So you are magicked away and wake up to find yourself in a very familiar-looking foyer.
If I go away.
Yeah.
And that is the end of tonight's session.
To death and back.
What a fucking ride.
Yep.
What an absolute fucking triumph.
Do you know what? That was like a proper session that we've not had in a while. Both tanks went down. Getting rescued by the two smallest creatures that we know.
I mean, I have never done anywhere near as much damage as I've done tonight.
No, you haven't.
I should have done more.
I mean,
Oh,
that
gee.
Hellman as a damage dealer is insane. But that's why he
Yeah.
doesn't do it often.
No.
he doesn't. He can if he has to, but he doesn't like to.
I have
impressive.
a theory about this. About
Helmin only does it when he's in hell.
Yeah.
I'm watching you, mister. I've got a theory. Hey guys.
Hi, Carl.
But no, that was amazing.
That was
Thank you,
fantastic.
Graham. Thank you, everyone.
That was
Great
great.
to see you back, Callum.
Oh,
It's good to be back, guys. Thank you all so
and
much for a great
even though
session.
she's left the call, it was wonderful to have Angela watching over us as well.
Yes,
Yes.
I like now watching over us.
Brilliant session.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you,
glad
Matt.
you all enjoyed it.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I
Absolutely
nearly
beautiful.
didn't enjoy it, but oh fucking hell.
Yeah, me too.
What's a Thursday about without a little bit of trauma?
I literally joined the session, and in my head I'm like, right, Henry's gonna fucking boss whatever's gonna come his way. One man arm, and you're literally just
Immediately
dead.
dead.
You literally put me down like a 1-2, and I'm like, survived half the fight with a dislocated arm.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, my signal kept dropping in and out for all of that, so I did miss a lot of it, but I think I got the gist of everything.
Survived, that's all that matters.
I will,
Yeah, just.
Elminster did his magical MacGuffin act again.
Yeah.
I saw that, it went out from a big blue portal opened, and then a very thin mill, and then it just cut out, and then it jumped back on where you're all there, kind of thing.
And luckily for us, yeah, Henrik and Peyton were carrying Fuego's body, so they've already been transported to where Elminster was, hopefully.
Exactly.
Even if it wasn't, Elminster's probably gone and got it.
oh, I'm starting to love Elminster
Right,
now.
I am going to leave this call now, though, guys. So, yeah.
No
Table
worries.
audio.
We'll catch up. Bye, Angela.
See you soon, Angela.
Bye.
I'm going to have to go now.
No worries.
No problem, cat.
Night, cat.
Night, Cat.
Oh.
And you all thought I'd make you fight a pit fiend.
Yes, I fucking
yes,
did.
we did. Yes.
We was all flexing ready.
I mean, if it didn't take 2.5 hours to get to the pit fiend, probably for a bit. but then when things were looking ropey, Elminster would have appeared to save the day.
To be fair, it was a really good ending. To be fair, like it seems fitting.
It's really
Four
good.
of us up here just getting ready, geared up,
I
ready to attack this thing, and then just Ailman.
Like,
What you doing?
Elements.
guys,
Yeah.
fuck, come on. I've got people waiting for you.
Elminster wasn't on my mind at all tonight. At the end of that, it was,
Out of nowhere.
yeah.
Hailman was feeling a bit like a boss then, and then with Elminster coming and just doing that, he's kind of thinking, yeah, I've got a long way to go.
Oh,
Helmin was has been such a boss, and River's incredibly impressed by all the new skills he's learnt. So I can't wait to pick this up next session.
Well, the next session for this will be the IRL.
I know.
Unfortunately, Callum will not be a part
yes.
of it.
Oh.
But Callum, we'll
Shit.
try and find a way. I mean, we're going to hook the webcams up, so if there's
I'll
any way
be-
you can join for any of it.
I'll be away. I'll be away in the field.
You'll be away with the reserves, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
But I
shame.
will
But
be there. I will be there in spirit for sure.
I
Okay.
will be using Henrik on your behalf for it
No
because
problem.
they will need the help.
that sounds like
Well-
plot armor to me.
I do need to go now.
No worries.
Yeah,
Kat.
no
No,
bother,
no.
Cat.
Good night, Cat.
Night, night.
But no, thank you